two, three. One, two, three. Let's go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special, urgent teaching crypto. This is AZcrypto with MrFOMO. We laugh sometimes at some of the influencers that make these urgent videos, but this, in fact, is an urgent video about a coin and a project that we are very, very high on in the long term, but it's time to talk about the short term, and that is VGX. If you don't know, VGX is a native token for Voyager. It's been stuck under $2 for a while, since early January. We had our big BTC dump, but we had the debit card coming. In fact, some people are getting debit cards in their hands as of now if you're a VLP member. And the chance to get Voyager VGX under 2 is right now. It got into the high 190s earlier last night, and today's been hovering in the 180s. The charts look amazing. All the TA have been saying is saying this thing is about to go over $2. And with the debit card coming, if you don't know, the debit card will allow you to pay with USDC, as we talked about before, and get percentage back in VGX based on your tier. So right now the VLP has 3 tiers. It's got 500, 5,000, and 20,000. That's going to change sometime probably this summer. But in terms of getting cheap VGX, this is kind of it, guys. We're not here to say, hey, you got to buy this now or you're going to miss out. But I just want to paint a picture for all of you. And I know, I actually know some of our viewers in real person. I've told them this face to face. I've even told you in 2025, when that VGX hits 50 or even 75, even 100, let's get really crazy. How much VGX do you want to have? How much do you want to have at that point? It's not how much you have today. It's how much you have in the future. We talked about some projects you can flip, and if they're great flips. Other projects are great long-term. This, to me, is a great long-term project. It's following the path of Binance and CRO, which you can look up, did amazing things. We've talked about the stocks are coming. We've got new tokens coming all the time. We've got new utility. We've got NFTs. But that debit card is gigantic. And I think, I think we're about to explode here. I'm not saying it's going to 50 tomorrow. It's not, guys. So don't expect a 25x tomorrow. But to get it at a cheap price under 2, I think this is it. This is now watching this video.
And I think if you look at the charts in the last day, we kissed 2. We got up to 2, and we've created over the last week or so, we've been creating higher highs and higher lows. But again, like you said, the volume of buying that will happen, VGX is going to be given as rewards for purchases with the debit card. The more people that have the debit card, the more VGX is going to be given as rewards. Once they run out of their stockpile of VGX, they're going to have to buy it on the open market. Those things are going to drive up the price. There's no doubt about it. Right? And on top of that, people are going to see others using the debit card. They're going to see those people also getting the percentage back. They're going to see them getting the 9% on USDC. They're going to see them getting the 7% plus on their VGX. And then adding some to other coins as well, like BTC. So as this debit card rolls out, and this becomes more like a bank account that you can run your bills through and accumulate more VGX, I think the sky's the limit for this coin. Like you said.
And don't forget, your 2 things you didn't forget, but we need to add cash back on trades if you're on Voyager with the VLP. So I think we are headed in a great place. And it's not to say, like I said, nothing in crypto goes straight up. We might go to 3 and go down to 250. But in terms of getting it below 2, this is, to me, kind of it. Really is.
Yeah, you're running out of time.
There's a chance it might go under 2 in the future, but for me, I think when the debit card is in everyone's hands, 2, and me personally, I think it's the bottom. I'll be here if I'm wrong. But, and again, it doesn't mean at 3 it's a bad buy.
Right.
But you do the math. If you're going to buy and you have the funds, not financial advice, I'd rather get a price of 185 than 325. It does make a big difference.
I 100% agree. And I'll just tell our viewers this. If you have the long-term belief in a coin or in a token, the way that we do, it has the market cap that it does. It's not available in Europe and Canada and other markets like that. You've got a lot of potential building there. And so I just really, if we're going to do one of these videos, and we missed the chance to do it on Luna, but if we're going to do one of these urgent emergency videos, I think you're right. I think in evidence by today, we kissed 2. We're probably going to break through it in the next 24 hours.
Well, so every day is a good day to buy Luna. That goes without saying. You've been listening to us because we're talking about 500 Luna soon. So, and here's the thing right now, we're at 42.5 is kind of where we're at right now. 45.5 is kind of a big barrier of resistance to go up and hit. And again, we're not saying that VGX is going straight up to 10 or 15 or 20. That's not what we're saying. We're saying if you want to get it under 2, the time to do it is before everyone gets their debit cards. Once people get their debit cards, they're not going to want to go down in tiers.
Right.
Once the new VLP comes out, they're not going to want to go down in tiers. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of a great time to get in before Europe, before the stocks, before the NFTs, for all that stuff, before the new VLP. Get in now, and I think you'll be happy. We're trying to help you guys in the long term and the future.
And I think when you're looking at the broader market, normally you would look at a low cap like this and you think, if BTC goes down, it's going to get destroyed. But most low caps don't have this kind of momentum behind them.
Utility either.
They're not distributing debit cards as we speak. They don't have, this huge community. They don't have, like you said, stocks. Maybe one day to have sports gambling on there. Even I've heard rumors of
possibly with lottery.com in the future.
Right.
Possibly.
So all this potential is not there in other low cap gems, and they're not actively rolling something out like a debit card right now. So I think that even if BTC falls back down, you're going to see VGX create a new floor.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. So again, guys, this is an urgent video. If you would like to get VGX under 2, now is the time. It's so urgent that someone had to come in and check, Then my young kids are not quite old enough to get into crypto, but my son and daughter are trying to figure out how to create their own accounts to get their own VGX. That's how critical it is right now. So again, guys, we've talked about this before. We talked about VGX a lot of times, but sometimes it's good to remind people, hey, because I think we've picked up some new listeners. And guys, by the way, please spread the word. We'd love to get 50 subscribers after this video. We're going to try to pull in as much content as we can in April, because hopefully it will be a great month for BTC in the market. Now's the time, guys. If you really believe in it, do your own research. But if you believe in it like we do, and you have the means, and you want to get in on Voyager and VGX before it hits $3 or $4, getting under 2 now is a great opportunity. Again, we're not going to pretend that it's going to go straight to 10 and never come back down. What we're saying is, I think 2 could be the new low for a long, long time, unless there's some crazy things happening in the world. You never know. But even then, even if I think this thing just has too much utility, it's already at a low cap. It's not like we're talking about something that's several $billion. People are going to want to hang on, and we're going to use this. Use this token for all the things we've talked about. So if you have not gone down, do some reading, go into Voyager, read about it, watch our previous videos even. But guys, this is the time. This is the time. If you want to get in under 2, this is probably it, because in about a month, everyone's going to have their debit card that's in VLP. And I don't know a lot of people, and I don't know everyone, but online, there are a lot of people looking to go down in tiers. In fact, there are a lot of people that are trying to get up in tiers for the first time in a long time. So again, if you want to get VGX under 2, now's the time to go for it. Anything else, Mr. FOMO?
And there's a lot of people already spouting their accumulation strategies through their debit cards, like I'm going to run my this, my that, even some people like maybe myself, I might try and see if we can run that airline rewards card through that, because
it's all legal. Yes, you can.
it's a
You can
routing
pay.
number. So you get your airline rewards and you double dip with your VGX. And so it's going to be interesting to see people using it in that way, becoming their own bank. But I think we're right. I don't think that you're going to see this back below 2. And if it does, it's going to be one of those quick spikes down there, and you're probably going to miss it anyway. But
Yeah, so remember,
if you don't have the means right now, you could always get in on the Friday buy ritual and participate,
or DCA,
because that's the DCA, right? You get in on that Friday buy ritual. You pay $10 every Friday to buy a little bit of VGX. We participate in that. I know we even post with the VGX heroes on Twitter sometimes. But it's
sometimes
kind of
honestly I'm buying green on Fridays, but that's okay.
So, but I think that even if you don't have the means right now, if you got $10, go through that little bit of a buy ritual right now, snag yourself some under $2, and you'll be happy you did.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong in doing research. You're never going to go wrong. The more knowledge, the better. For Mr. FOMO, this is AZcrypto. Guys, hit that like button. Let's get up to 50 subscribers. Have a great evening. We'll see you later.
See ya.